Once again, we see the market losing momentum just when the SPY and the QQQ are close to their all-time highs, and this could be an indication that a correction is about to take place. So let's see what to expect next and what are the main inflection points to monitor from now on. Welcome to the Finance Hydra channel. My name is Nathan, professional trader. It is a pleasure to see you guys over here. And if you want to trade with me and have access to our signals and trading strategies, then join the 5% project on Telegram and learn to trade with technique using our proven method to boost your performance. So just take a look at our website and join the 5% project right now. So as we can see here, SPY is stabilizing around Friday's high. It is not suggesting much, but the most important support level, which is at the same time the most important inflection point on SPY, is still $524, as seen here on the daily chart, which is very close to the 21 EMA, the exponential moving average as well, by the way, and in addition to this is the previous bullish pivot point seen on the weekly chart. Therefore, by losing this key point, by losing this inflection point, SPY will probably trigger a sharper correction on the weekly chart, possibly to retest the 21 EMA over here. This is how I see the situation. Now, Nathan, what SPY should do in order to avoid such pullback, in order to frustrate such bearish thesis over here? The only way that I know right here, right now, is by rejecting Thursday high, by breaking and closing above $533.07. This key point over here, SPY gotta reject this bar in order to continue the bullish bias, in order to frustrate the possibility of a bearish thesis over here, consisting of a pullback to the 21 EMA on the weekly chart. This is the most important key points to watch out from now on SPY. QQQ shares a similar scenario. Thursday high is the most important key point over here in order to avoid a sharper correction. Meanwhile, the $448, the previous bullish pivot point over here, as seen on the weekly chart, is the most important support level. In addition to this, 448 is also very close to the 21 EMA on the daily chart as well, making this key point a dual support level on the daily chart, while it is the previous top level seen on the weekly chart. Therefore, SPY and the QQQ, they share very similar charts. They share similar chart structures over here, and only if both indices frustrate, only if they lose their most important inflection points, I will see a sharper systemic correction on the broad market. Now, if you like Tesla, if you like Nvidia, then QQQ is the most important index for you. Of course, it is not an index, it is an ETF, but it is the Nasdaq is the most important index for you to watch out from here, because if we actually lose this key point, then probably in this scenario Tesla will also drop as well, and that is going, unlike the indices, Tesla is already bearish. As we can see here on the weekly chart, we are having a very hard time in breaking the 21 EMA on the weekly chart, which has been acting as a reliable resistance level 1, 2, 3 times over here. Maybe it is gonna work again. So right here, if you ask me, Nathan, is Tesla bullish or bearish? Long term speaking, it is bearish, as we can see here on the weekly chart. However, on the daily chart, we are still in bullish territory. We are still above the 21 EMA. So we see a quite interesting scenario where the 21 EMA on the daily chart is still under the price. The price is struggling to lose its 21 EMA over here. As we can see, it is a reliable support level. However, on the weekly chart, the situation is the inverse, all right? The 21 EMA is a resistance level. So it all depends on which one of these two Tesla is gonna break first. If it breaks the 21 EMA on the weekly chart, then okay, it is going to reverse the long-term bearish bias, and in this scenario I believe it is gonna easily retest the 205 again, the previous top level, the previous resistance level from February this year. All right, so we gotta break the 21 MA on the weekly chart in order to reverse the long-term bearish sentiment. Meanwhile, if we lose the 21 MA on the daily chart over here on Tesla, then okay, possibly we are going to continue the long-term bearish bias. We're gonna reverse the mid-term bullish bias over here, and then we're gonna seek lower support levels like the 157 or maybe even the 147 down here, closing this open gap from the previous earnings, which is gonna be a technical target in case a reversal materializes. And a real reversal, if you ask me, Nathan, is the 21 MA on the daily chart a reliable support level? Technically, yes, but I would be happier to see Tesla making a lower high, lower low on the weekly chart after frustrating an attempt to break the 21 MA. That would be a clearer bearish reversal chart structure, and that would be much stronger as well, because in this scenario Tesla could easily retest lower levels, because we're gonna see a very strong and interesting bearish reversal chart structure right under the 21 MA on the weekly chart. So by seeing a lower high, lower low, Tesla will most likely materialize a bearish continuation chart structure on the weekly chart. So it all depends on your convictions, all right? If you say to me, Nathan, I believe Tesla is bullish, it is gonna be bullish, it is gonna continue the mid-term bullish bias, and I believe Tesla is a buy. I'm gonna buy over here and set a stop loss, I don't know, below the 167 over here, and this is it, alright? I will aim at the 205, or maybe at this open gap over here at 206.77. Okay, you are totally right. Now if you say, Nathan, I believe that Tesla is bearish. I believe that by selling right here, right now, and setting a stop loss above the 21 MA on the weekly chart is the ideal, because I believe it is going to retest lower levels. It is possibly going to close this open gap at 147. Okay, you are also right. Regarding trading strategies, there is no right and there is no wrong. The only thing there is wrong is trading without a technique, without knowing where your stop loss should be, without knowing where your target is gonna be, and without having a complete understanding of the market. This is why it is always so important for us to analyze SPY, QQQ, Tesla, Nvidia, and other stocks as well, because we gotta have a better understanding of what's going on the broad market as well, because this makes our life so much easier. And of course, always know where your stop loss and where your target are before placing a trade. Always trade with technique, always trade with intelligence. And again, if you need help with your technique, then join the 5% project, because there we have a proven trading method that can help you to make consistent profits in this market. Now, Nvidia over here is a true monster. This stock is the most monstrous stock ever. Look at this. It is going up 7% today. 7%. We see SPY going up 0.04%. We see the QQQ going up 0.34%. We see Tesla collapsing minus 1.5%. The other magnificent 7 stocks over here are having a pathetic performance today, but Nvidia is going up 7%. Right after going up 15% last week. Nvidia is a monster of a stock. It is a true winner over here. And right here, right now, if you ask me, Nathan, is there any possibility of seeing Nvidia correcting? I'm gonna tell you, no. No, there is no technical evidence suggesting that it is going to correct. Nathan, what if tomorrow we see a very ugly bearish candlestick pattern, losing today's low, closing this gap over here? Then okay, then we're gonna see a possible top signal, but this is just fiction, all right? We don't know. In this scenario, you would just try to predict the future, and as I always tell you guys, trading is real, trading is reactive. It is not predictive. I don't know. I don't need to stress myself out over here trying to predict what's going to happen next, all right? And when you realize this, guys, this is gonna make trading so much easier for you. Trading isn't supposed to be stressful. In fact, trading is quite boring most of the time. So remember, trading is reactive, not predictive. There is no use in trying to predict how the next candle is gonna be, all right? So far, I only see a strong, bullish candlestick pattern today. There is no technical evidence on the daily chart, on the 1 hour chart, on the weekly chart. Short, mid, and long-term speaking, Nvidia is still incredibly bullish. If we see a top signal, okay, we're gonna talk about it. Therefore, it is very important for you to subscribe this channel and keep in touch with our daily analysis, daily insights on Nvidia, Tesla, SPY, QQQ, and other stocks. However, even if a pullback materializes, as I already told you guys, $974 is gonna be our next support level because, well, previous top levels are gonna act as future support levels according to the principle of polarity in technical analysis. Therefore, although we don't see any technical evidence suggesting a pullback is going to happen, even if we see one, it is not going to be enough to actually reverse the bullish sentiment over here. In order to reverse the bullish sentiment, we got to see a bearish reversal chart structure. And this is so far from happening on Nvidia. It would have to lose many support levels. It would have to make many important bearish reversal chart structures over here. And so far, there is absolutely none. Therefore, the situation is still incredibly bullish on Nvidia. And again, I'm gonna keep you guys updated, so subscribe, click the like button. Thank you very much for your audience, my dear friends. Join the 5% project. Stay safe. See you guys tomorrow.